You're on Work It with Cheryl Goh and Hui Wong. Now, having an illustrious career, putting it to a halt, and then rejoining a world where you have to play catch up. That's just the tip of the iceberg for working women re-entering the workforce after being away to take care of their children. So after the short maternity leave that a young mother has, she has to come to a crossroads to ask herself if she can juggle being a new parent and also, working full-time in a demanding job. So some choose to take a career break through the fundamental growing stages of their child to be a stay-at-home mum, and many others may be waiting in the wings, she may be waiting in the wings to resume her career.
But in a dynamic world where change is constant, these stay-at-home moms may find themselves entering the industry where what was once familiar may be outdated. Add that to learning how to balance the demands of a job and taking care of their little ones. Now, we're celebrating Mother's Day this weekend, so we're shining the spotlight on Eileen Tan. She's a stay-at-home mom of 3 who went through that dilemma and signed up as a candidate for the Step It Up program. And Step It Up Singapore is a program aimed at training fresh graduates, mid-career professionals, and even those who have taken a career break to help them secure digital and technology roles in the next few years.
Yeah. So we understand she just graduated yesterday. Eileen took that career break in 2019 to focus and spend more time with her children. And 5 years later, she is now looking to enter the tech industry. Well, enough from us. Let's hear from Eileen herself. Welcome, Eileen. Welcome to Work It.
Hi, thank you for having me today.
Yeah. So it might seem like a lifetime ago, but can you tell us a bit more about what your professional career journey was like before your children came along?
So I was a translator and then an MOE teacher teaching Chinese language before I had kids. So I actually had my first career break after having my first kid. And subsequently, I joined a big tech firm as a program specialist after my second kid.
Okay, so quite different paths that you've gone on there. But then you decided eventually that you want to be a stay-at-home mom, which is quite a job on its own. So some women they do choose to leave their careers behind fully, rather than take a career break. For you, what concerns did you have when you decided to step back? Did you stop with the intention to say that, yes, eventually I will come back, but for now I'm going to just focus on my kids?
Yeah, I did consider coming back to the workforce as the kids grow up. So I think I love learning. I want to utilize my diverse background and to transit back into a dynamic tech career.
Now, a lot has changed within 5 years. What helped you decide that the timing was right for you to re-enter the workforce or to get retraining?
Yes, I would say over the 5 years, tech developments have been very fast. So I think I was hesitant, nervous, but I was telling myself, don't be afraid and just move with the times. And we should be open to learning and to reskill ourselves.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, so during the time that you took when you were off work, right? Yes, you were dedicated to caregiving for your children. But did you also, in your free time, did you read up on some things? Did you maybe just try to just be aware of what was going on, or did you just shut off completely?
Oh no, definitely. I have to keep up with the current affairs. Reading books. I actually also learn on Udemy.
Udemy, is it?
Udemy, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then I also kept in touch with my ex-colleagues to understand what's going on in the industry.
Yeah, that's very important, isn't it? Just so that you're not entirely cut off from that situation.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And what made you want to join Step It Up after being away from the workforce?
I was keen to restart my career as the kids are growing up, more independent. So I chanced upon the program online. I researched more on it, and I was picked by the idea of this higher train place program, as it would guarantee me a 1-year job placement. So I went on to apply, did this very tough online test, and I was surprised that they invited me down for the interview.
Nice.
So that's how I got into the
Nice.
program.
Well, what sort of a test was it like? What kind of skills did you have to showcase in that test?
In that test, I think it tested us on logic, pattern thinking, and there was a comprehension test as well. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And how has Step It Up been for you, since you've, taken up the course?
It has been quite intensive, I would say, because it's more like a boot camp whereby you have to go through UX design thinking, IT as well. But I think the interactions with fellow trainees, they are the ones who are very enthusiastic about sharing their ideas and perspectives. And that really motivates each other.
Have you also met other moms who want to rejoin the tech industry after being away for so long, just like yourself?
Not in this program, but I have my ex-boss. She also left the workforce for a few years, and she rejoined the workforce as well.
So there are women, a lot of women, I'm sure, in quite similar situations as yourself. Okay, so we understand for your batch of the Step It Up candidates, you're the most senior, which is great. You're the most experienced. So was learning new things and sort of like going back to a classroom setting, right? Was that something that how did you feel about it? Was it a little bit scary at first?
I think my classmates were very welcoming. So on my end, I knew I need to have resilience and determination to navigate this entire new space and adapt my skill set as well as to balance my own family commitments. So thankfully, I had great moral support from my family as well as the program's coaches and my fellow trainees.
Is it how heavy is it of a commitment? Like, is it how many days a week do you have to go and for how long?
Oh, it's a full-time course, so Monday to Friday. 9 to 6.
Oh, wow. It is like a full-time job.
Yes, and we have exams. We have to complete 4 professional certificates in 4 months.
Wow.
And we have multiple projects to complete as well.
Wow. It does sound quite intense indeed.
Right. And we imagine that, one of the most important concerns you'll have when rejoining the workforce would be work-life balance. Work isn't the same once you have little ones, right? So has your view of working changed drastically to balance out what's needed at home?
I guess rejoining the workforce, that would mean I have to adjust the family routine so the kids are more independent and willing to help out with the household chores. And of course, my husband also has to step it up at home. So I think that helps. And of course, at the workplace, I think having supportive coaches, the bosses, the managers here, as well as fellow trainees, they were supportive of me. And we had this flexibility that was in place,
So right after your training with them, you went on to the 1-year contract, the work placement?
Yes. So we are moving on to our 1-year job placement, and we actually knew of our deployment just this week.
Oh, congratulations. Where will you be going, Eileen?
I'll be staying with Temus, working on the projects for clients. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel, because you went from being there for your kids almost 24/7 to suddenly going to this 9 to 6 job where you're away from them for the whole day. Do they miss their mommy? And do you also feel like a bit of mom guilt, right? Which I think a lot of women feel when they spend a lot of time away from their kids.
I just try to spend more time with them whenever I'm at home. So I try to, when they're awake, then I will spend time with them. When they're asleep, then I'll move back to my studies.
Okay.
Okay. So it's so much bigger than bringing mothers back into the workforce. How do you think Step It Up has helped individuals like you who've been away from the workforce or those wanting mid-career switches grow?
For mid-career, I would say being open to learning and having the courage to step out of your comfort zone.
Okay. All right. So, what else do you hope to do? Like now that you're back at full-time work, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Are you going to be continuing to work? Because I mean, as your kids get older, they're also going to go for some milestone exams, right? How are you going to balance supporting them and also, still, focusing on your career and your own personal development?
I guess, I think, for me, I want to pivot into the tech field, so which perfectly matches my goals for personal and professional growth. And yes, the most impactful lesson I took away was the importance of continuous learning and adaptability in this landscape. So
yeah, when you were enrolled in this program, were you really excited to see, hey, there's a lot of potential for you to, do certain things, do different projects and things like that?
Yeah, I was looking forward to the collaboration with my classmates on the projects.
Wow, collaboration. So start things on your own, even the initiatives that you're going to take.
So let me see. There were several projects that we work on for business, for IT.
You can take it forward lah. Once your 1 year contract is up with them, the placement contract, and then you can move forward to do your own things even.
What do you mean by moving forward?
To have your own projects, think of new business opportunities with your fellow members.
Oh, no, because we'll be assigned to work on different projects.
As in your employer now will decide what you're going to do, and this is considered a full-time role already. It's not just school anymore. It is just you're going to be delivering actual projects for actual company.
Projects.
Okay. So that's going to be quite exciting for you. Do you foresee any issues or challenges? Have you prepared? How have you braced yourself to continue to maintain this coming back into the workforce full time?
I think keeping an open mind, willing to learn more new things, and collaborate with people. I think that will help.
And does this also give you a chance to communicate more effectively with children, because you're in touch with new technology, and then you can actually share that with your kids as well?
Oh, yes, I did, because we actually picked up AI prompting. So that was how I shared with my kids how they could use AI prompting to help them in their schoolwork as well. And
your kids are like, "Whoa, Mom, you're cool, right?"
You're the tech savvy mom. Okay. Well, Eileen, do you have any other parting words for anyone who may be listening in right now, especially stay-at-home moms like yourself who they maybe want to join the workforce again, but a bit anxious, a bit hesitant to do that, to take that big step like you did. What advice would you have for them?
Okay, so a big shout out to all the mommies out there. You've been doing a great job with your kids, and if you are thinking of joining the workforce, just pick up the courage, step out of your comfort zone. There will be opportunities out there, and we just learn along.
All right. Well said. We've been speaking to Eileen Tan. She's a mom of 3 and a candidate of the 2024 batch of the Step It Up program that helps to retrain fresh graduates, mid-career professionals, and even those who have taken a career break, and it helps them to secure digital and technology roles in the next few years. You can find out more on stepitup.temus, temus.com. That's stepitup, one word, .temus.com. Thanks, Elaine, for taking the time to speak to us, and we wish you a happy Mother's Day in advance.
Thank you.
Thank you.